They've got a special entry here in Germantown, Tennessee for the game today against Munford. Coming in from outer space. Welcome to Germantown. Germantown Red Devils versus the Munford Cooters.
The Cooters? I don't even know what a cooter is.
Yeah. Anyway, so I've got Coach B with me here today. Coach B, what do you like today?
I really think that this team has had the worst of its season behind them. And this game seems to be one of those moments to turn around when they look like they're heading for the state championship.
There you go. So tonight, Munford comes in struggling in the district. Germantown is starting to kind of put it all together. So that's what we will see. So here's the district standings. Germantown's already won the district. They've clinched District 14. And that'll be their 6th straight title. So we've got an interview coming up with Coach Netherland about that.
Well, we're glad to win. Briarcrest deserves a lot of credit. They played awful tough and hung in there all night long. But our kids played well, and for the 6 years in a row, we're district champions, and I'm happy for them. They're a great group of kids. They played well all year, and we're just proud to be where we are.
All right, so Germantown's comes in at 8-1, Coach. They've got one loss to Pine Bluff right there in the middle of the season.
Eric Matthews still thinking about that all these years later. So.
He really got it done. So right here in the middle of the season's where they really had their problems. About a 4-game stretch. So a lot of injuries. You know, things started happening after the Warren County game. Like I said, a lot of injuries, a lot of changes. So these were the injuries kind of piling up. The only one they're not going to get back, Coach, is Mark Bowen.
Mark Bowen, 4 games before he was out for the year?
Or 3. But who's
Who's
counting? You're an English guy. You're not a math guy. All right, so once again, Munford coming in 3-6. It's going to be a real challenge for Munford tonight to try to beat the Germantown Red Devils here at Red Devil Stadium.
Home game advantage will definitely benefit the Devils tonight, I think.
All right, last week's highlights, Germantown versus Briarcrest at Red Devil Stadium. Briarcrest came in without a win on the year. Germantown sitting at 7-1. Germantown could win the district with the win versus Briarcrest. Opening kickoff, Gerald Lowe takes the ball, runs down to about the Briarcrest 41-yard line. Good start for the Red Devils. Chris Coppage takes the ensuing next play, and boom, like that, he's gone. Shades of Christian Brothers. So a good start for the Red Devils. The Germantown defense would be on display next. They were relentless as usual, as always. Briarcrest tried to fake the punt. No luck. Almost picked off. Germantown's defense sniffed out everything. It was a good night for the defense and the offense as well. Howard Moss takes a pitch around the left-hand side, cuts back up the middle, and touchdown, Germantown. There was a holding on the play, so they brought the play back. Germantown then tried a 23-yard field goal, and the field goal was no good. So Mike Witt misses one for the season. Germantown gets back on defense. Real good pursuit there by the Red Devils. Germantown just continued to play strong defense the entire game, forcing Briarcrest to do things they did not want to do. Briarcrest had a pretty stout defense. They were able to stop Germantown on several occasions. Germantown would punt at the end of the first half. All in all, throughout the game, Briarcrest made a really good effort for a team without a win on the season. Germantown just continues to pound the ball up and down the field. George Cantu running in for a touchdown. Later on a quick screen pass, Chris Coppage cuts behind Elliott Watts and touchdown, Germantown. Just a really workman day for Germantown. They were able to score a little later. Chris Coppage on an option play finds the end zone once again. All in all for Germantown, just a yeoman's approach to the game. They were able to go in and take care of business. Defense was relentless as usual once again. The offense racking up multiple touchdowns. This was a game that Germantown had to win the district. A lot of the younger players got some play later. You see Briarcrest there breaking a big long run towards the end of the fourth quarter. Germantown's second unit would reach the end zone again. And all in all, a good effort by Germantown. Good effort by Briarcrest. They came in without a win on the season, but they're building for the future. They've got a bright future ahead of them with a new coach in Sam Womble. But once again, Germantown victorious at Red Devil Stadium in Germantown, Tennessee.
And now for the starting lineups in tonight's game, beginning with the Germantown Red Devils and their offensive line. First we have number 87, junior Bob Jick, starting tonight for the Red Devils at tight end. Number 76, Eric Steele, also a junior, is starting tonight at offensive tackle. Number 67, Adam Cecil, also a junior, will be starting tonight at offensive guard. Next is 78, Jody Whitfield, who will be starting tonight at center. Number 69, senior Elliott Watts, will be starting tonight at offensive guard. Number 79, Jay Duggins, will be starting tonight at offensive tackle. Jay is also a senior. Number 82, junior Gary Brown, will be starting tonight at tight end and rounds out the Germantown Red Devils offensive line. In the backfield is number 22, Howard Moss, who will be starting at fullback tonight. Number 14, Buzz Wathaw, is a senior and will be starting tonight at swingback. Leading the Red Devils tonight will be number 16, senior Forrest Neighbors, at quarterback. Number 45 is senior Chris Coppage, who will be starting tonight at fullback. And finally, number 42, junior George Cantu, who will be playing halfback tonight for Germantown. Now that you've met the starting offense, let's meet the starting defense for Germantown, beginning with Germantown Red Devils' defensive line.
And now the defensive starters for the 1983 Red Devils. Starting at defensive end will be number 52, Marshall Boswell. Marshall weighs 175 pounds and is a senior this year. Number 51, Tom Pruitt, will start at defensive tackle. Tom weighs 195 pounds and is 5'11". Number 50, William Butler, will start at defensive nose guard this year. William weighs 192 pounds and is a junior. This is number 60, Gator Thomas. Gator will play guard this year on defense. Gator weighs 186 pounds and is 5'10" tall. Number 87, Bob Jix, will play defensive end this year. Bob weighs 195 pounds and is a junior. Number 77, Mark Bowen, will hold down a linebacker spot this year. Mark weighs 227 pounds and is a senior. Number 69, Elliott Watts, will play the other linebacker position. Elliott weighs 190 pounds and is 5'11" tall. Senior Bond Tubbs will be in the secondary this year. Bond weighs 165 pounds and is 6 foot tall. Number 17, Paul West, will play cornerback this year. Paul weighs 165 pounds and is a senior. Number 14, Buzz Wathaw, will also play cornerback this year. Buzz weighs 185 pounds and is a senior. Number 83, Bo Manus, will see action at strong safety this year. Bo weighs 166 pounds and is a senior. And rounding out the secondary this year will be number 34, Mike O'Neill. Mike weighs 165 pounds and is a senior. Number 19, Mike Witt, will do the kicking for the Red Devils this year. Mike weighs 145 pounds and is a senior. And that's the lineup for the 1983 Red Devils.
All right, so there's your captains tonight, Coach. There's two ugly lookers right there, Jay Duggins and Howard Moss. What do you think?
I think Jay Duggins looks like somebody heading for medical school. I'm just going to guess with that one. Howard Moss looks like he's ready for law enforcement.
Yeah, it's a good possibility. There's a good chance there.
Germantown cheerleaders were hard to beat, I got to tell you. They were
No question about that. National anthem coming up, Coach.
Capacity crowd at Germantown tonight, as per usual.
There we go. All right, we got some breaking news coming in, Coach. It seems like Paul West called out some of the long hairs for Munford High School. He didn't like the fact they had long hair and ponytails. He just, Paul's kind of I guess you'd call like
very fashionista, I think was the word
he does not like the fact that these people are sporting long hair. He said there's a real problem with that. He said they will not score, as a matter of fact. Look at that.
What did he mean by score? That's the big question.
Yeah, well, he's a wholesome-looking guy, and he said the loser has to shave his head tonight.
Well, we know all about that here at Germantown High School.
Yes, we do.
Shaving heads is a tradition in our community. So
yes, it does. It goes way back at Germantown. Well, back 3 years anyway.
Looks like all of them have their hair back after the freshman year. I'm not sure that's going to be true 40 years from now.
Yeah. It's only a matter of time before the hairline declines.
Yes.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your play-by-play tonight will be Coach B. Coach B, take her away.
All right, well, here we go. It's the most exciting moment of a football game is that first kickoff. If I remember correctly, being on the field, all the nerves simply just go away once the ball is aloft.
Yeah,
so,
once you're hit one time, that disappears.
It disappears, and then it's just the game in front of you. So these high school games move pretty quickly when you're playing them. Remember that 12 minutes flies by. Let's hope they fly by for the viewer. Here we go.
Yeah, all right, here we go.
So Mike Witt with the kick. Munford up the middle, and they are brought down by a team of Germantown defenders.
Oh, the 26-yard line, Coach.
26? All right, sorry, your eyes are better than mine.
Yes, they are. There's no question about that. All right, Germantown, Forest Neighbors getting ready to go in and put this first drive together for Germantown, Coach.
He's waiting till the last minute to don his helmet, looks like. Ken Netherland looking confident.
Yeah, I would imagine Germantown will try to come out and actually establish the run, which is not uncommon for them, except for the fact that they're going to be on defense first.
There is that. All right, so up the middle and no yards. Looks like that was a dead stop.
Yeah, that Germantown defense on the left side, probably Jay Duggins on that side.
I would guess that's Jay Duggins with Gator Thomas standing around looking like he almost had a tackle.
He was close. All right, you see here, Howard Moss, Jay Duggins, Elliott Watts all plugging that left-hand side.
There it is.
Marshall Boswell coming in from that top side also to get the running back.
Boswell and Manus tended to stand around a lot waiting for things to go on the out. There we go. So this is for the defensive ends. And again, Germantown stops it dead in their tracks. I think we're up to maybe a yardage now.
Yeah, 3rd and 9 will be coming up for Munford.
I think it's time for Munford to maybe throw the ball. We'll see if they use their 3rd down for a little bit of a risky move.
All right, so it's going to be a quick pitch over to the right-hand side. You see the team collapsing there. Look at everyone collapsing, pursuit and gang tackling.
Von Tubbs jumping in here for the very
Look at that, 9 defenders right there, Coach. That is what we're talking about with gang tackling.
I think the word they used to use back then was relentless as usual.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that here in a little while. 3rd and 5. Looks like a fumble on the play, Coach.
Fumble. Gator Thomas directing us to the turnover, and it is Germantown's ball on a 3rd down conversion. Yes, sir.
All right, so big mistake by Munford. That'll give the Germantown the ball in great field position about the 30-yard line for their first possession. You see when he pulls out there, the ball just kind of pops up in the air. He never had control over it, so the ball's flying it up, and it looks like several defenders there on top of the ball. And once again, Gator Thomas says, "We got it."
Uncharacteristically, Howard Moss was not in on that play, so here we go. So defense off, offense on, and
there's Elliott Watts with the ball. Look at there.
Elliott Watts with the recovery.
That has only happened probably one time in his career.
All right, so Forest Neighbors in for the snap here. We got a wishbone and Coppage with 3.
Germantown right up the middle there. Just a quick handoff on a dive play to Coppage.
Coppage looking sprightly, ready to go. Energy level high.
You can see here he just fakes the ball to the fullback, then hands off to Coppage right behind him on that right-hand side for about 4 yards. Just typical Germantown football, Coach.
But always falling forward for another yard. So again, same formation. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Howard Moss up the side, probably about up for 5. We're probably at 3rd and 3.
Looks like he might have about a football length to go. It looks like they got about 5 yards on that play. 53 pitch. This one goes back, Coach.
Oh my God.
The guard pulls out, kicks out the end. You can see Watts there leading to kick out the end.
There it is.
Moss right behind him. And there's not many strong safeties that are going to bring Moss down when they first hit him. So he got an extra 2 yards, Coach.
Nice work with the pulling guards, for sure. So it's Coach Netherland used to say 3 things can happen on a pass and 2 of them are bad.
Yeah, there you go. Old school football. We're going to run it
we got
again.
a first down. Coppage was right over the
Yeah, that'd be the right-hand side, Coach. All right, first down, Germantown.
I'll get there, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, Coppage right over on that right-hand side behind Adam Cecil and Eric Still. They just getting a lot of movement up front. And, if you're an offensive lineman, there's just nothing more fulfilling than just pounding the ball up the middle. And the Boss Hog right there really likes that. So 1st and 10, ball on the 17, Coach.
Yes. The offensive line, always the strength. We missed some footage there, but, yeah, Coppage there with a 4-yard gain.
Yeah, Coppage on the quick dive on the right-hand side. Same play they'd run to the left-hand side earlier. Looks like Moss might be coming out with a little equipment problem, Coach.
All right, 2nd and 7. We are only 14 yards from a touchdown. Up the middle, good solid football.
Right here you can see Neighbors is going to reverse out, hand the ball back inside on the counter, on a quick counter to Moss for about 4 yards. And that's what Germantown wants to do, Coach. Just keep the chains moving.
Yeah, just push it right up the middle. Occupy the time, wear down the clock. And there goes the option play with no yards, looks like.
Yeah, Neighbors
Maybe
might have
yard.
fallen forward for maybe 2, maybe on a good day. But just a good effort by that Munford defense over on that right-hand side. They were able actually to get a little penetration. You can look here. You can see the linebacker. He's going to fill that gap. So he's moving down the line of scrimmage. He sees the quarterback, squares his shoulders up, hits him right in the chest, and then he gets some help from his buddy, the defensive end there.
Actually, that's good option play defense from Munford. Actually, pretty textbook here.
Absolutely. They stopped
So
Germantown.
going for the field goal here.
Down the middle, Mike.
And it is good, 3-0. Germantown.
All right, I tell you what, though, Coach, you got to give Munford credit for coming out there and stopping that drive, especially on the short field, starting on the 40-yard line. They only gave up about 20 yards.
Could have been a momentum issue for them to have lost the ball on the first down, but it looks like they recovered. So we have a game still ahead of us.
Yeah, I mean, once again, if you're Munford, you got to feel good about that. You got the stop on that first drive after turning the ball over. Now, what you've got to do at this point is you've got to come back and get some yards on the second drive. Here's Germantown's summary, Coach. 20 yards, 7 plays, 20 rushing yards, nothing on the pass. No surprise there?
No surprise there, no. Of the 3 things that can happen, 2 of them are bad. So here we go.
The words of Ken Netherland.
All right, so Mike with the kick up the middle. Nice solid kick all the way back on the 10, coming in, up the middle, and with some falling forward, he looks like he's about the 26-yard line.
Yeah. So
26, 27.
Munford will set up on the 26-yard line. Once again, you got to feel good about what they did on defense, but you're coming into Germantown. You've got to get some points, and you've got to move the football here to keep that offense on the sideline, Coach. First and 10, ball on the 26.
And the pass is up and intercepted by Germantown. Number 10, Donnelly with the interception. Once again, Munford unable to hold on to the ball in their offensive drive. Germantown.
Could that be on about the 35-yard line? Let's check the flag here.
So we got an interference play, looks like, possibly, or holding.
As it looks like it's going to be on Munford. It looks like Germantown's going to retain possession. Let's see here.
Crowd tense, waiting for the decision. Apparently the decision made. Germantown does hold on to the ball. Force Neighbors huddling again.
Yeah, if you're Munford, that's exactly what you didn't need. They run a sort of a long post pattern, and the safety came up and actually bit on it. It was good coverage on the outside by the corner, but the safety was able to bite on it, pick off the ball.
So Germantown back in the wishbone, straight up football. But here we go. Forest Neighbors with the pass.
And Moss all the way.
Moss all the way. Here we goes.
Wow, first down Germantown. Moss all the way up to about the Munford 34-yard line.
Yeah. Rare thing for a pass, but Neighbors with the play action here.
So you see Neighbors there with the play action, drop State back after the fake. He's got Moss on a little out pattern at about the 42-yard line. Lots of space there. Nobody around him.
And then Moss takes it up the side.
Just turns
quick move.
Upfield. Yeah.
And here we go. Could have cut up to the middle, but took it out of bounds. Stop the clock. Yep. Germantown on a roll.
All right, first down Germantown at about the 34-yard line. Neighbors waiting on the play call from Coach Netherland.
Looks like it's coming from Bon Tubbs. He's got the secret. There it is.
Yeah, Bon Tubbs is lucky to be on this team after that disaster. And he and Cobbage both. All right, Germantown in the A formation. Canty right up the middle. I'll tell you what, Munford stacking the line of scrimmage with 10 defenders.
But the Germantown offensive line is able to create a hole for him. There's Cantu with the 6-yard gain, probably.
So Germantown doing what they want to do, just staying with the run after that opening pass to kind of throw them off a little bit. 2nd and 7, ball to 45.
And there's Coppage up the middle, just like back in his days. Optimus football, right up the middle.
Little Chris Coppage.
Used to play for Bon Tubbs' dad.
There you go. First down, Germantown.
Made himself a little high school legend back then, even before high school.
All right, so Neighbors reverses out again, hands off to the left fullback. Duggins and Watts over there on that side blocking.
But look at the hole they create. Oh, my gosh, look at that. So you could push a truck through it, and then Coppage finds that hole.
Yeah, just slashed right back, cut it back outside, got all the way down to about the 15-yard line. Big gain, first down for Germantown.
Same formation. Coppage still ekes out this extra couple of yards there.
Yeah, so it looks like Munford got a little penetration on this play, and the defense trying to step up a little bit. You know, their defense has played pretty well except for a couple big plays they've given up.
No, I know. I think the defense is holding the team together so far.
All right, so you see Tubbs and Moss leading on the block here. Look at that, collapsing on the line of scrimmage. Coppage just has one guy he can't beat. Looks like the strong safety 30 came up and was able to bring him down. He probably kept him from breaking a touchdown there,
I
Coach.
think that was, he had the space. He had the lane.
2nd and 5.
And Moss up the middle, ekes out another 4 yards.
Germantown doing what Germantown wants to do here. Just keep the ball on the ground, you know, trying to offset when Munford does bring up 10 on the line of scrimmage or 9 on the line of scrimmage. They did throw the ball, but you can see he reverses out once again to Moss on that left-hand side behind Duggins and Watts. He picks up 5 yards, just pounding the football.
Duggins and Watts. Sounds like a
law
detective
office.
show from the 70s.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Just drive a Camaro. Solve crimes. All right, there we go. Coppage still on the run. Untouchable. Out of bounds. Oh, right there. Just at the touchdown.
Oh, he's got to be disappointed he didn't get in.
But he got a first down. I think he'll take it. I think Germantown looks poised to finally put 6 on the board here.
Yeah, nice run by Coppage. Let's see here. 54 pitch. So running that play back on the other side. Now you see Adam Cecil will pull out here, and he'll look for the end, and he'll take the end either out or in, depending on what he wants to do on this design play.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Coppage right behind him. George Cantu sealing off the defensive tackle. Then it's hard for a defensive back to stop Chris Coppage. So he runs right over him, keeps his feet, settles down.
Look at him hold on. Oh.
And real close, got all the way down to about the 2-yard line. Just a fantastic run. 1st and goal, ball on the 3, Coach.
I think they'll go outside. And they go up the middle.
There you go.
That's why I'm not a coach.
No.
You called me Coach B, but I'm actually not a coach.
I don't know.
All right, Howard Moss with some pain here. Looks like he took an ankle shot there.
Oh, that's not good.
That's not
especially
good.
Going into the playoffs.
Yeah. So he's going to take a minute out. But I feel confident they can manage without Moss for a play here.
You think so?
Yeah, I think
We'll
George
see.
Cantu seems poised for something
we
big
got
here.
Coach Mike O'Neill in the game there in the power I formation. All right.
With a touchdown.
Touchdown, Germantown. Good blocking there by O'Neill, coming off the bench quick there. Nice drive, Coach. I mean, after the interception, Germantown goes about 50 yards on that carry, or on that series, gets all the way down, gets the score. That's exactly what they wanted to do.
And you've got a very well-rested defense right now. We're a quarter in, and they haven't even played but 4 plays so far. So
yeah, that's a really valid point. I mean, that's the thing about defense. You spend a lot more energy on defense than you do on offense. And a lot of these guys play on both sides of the ball. Germantown probably has 8 guys that play both ways. You'll even see that Boswell guy come in and play some center at certain times.
Yes, there are more absurd things in the world, but few of them as absurd as Boswell playing center. I would say that. And we got 7-3, so we got 10.
I tell you what, you've got this math thing down. I've got to hand it to you.
I had to siphon that on my fingers there, like Jethro in the Beverly Hillbillies. Sorry about that.
I like it. It's good stuff. Right.
So we got 10-0 and 3:18 first quarter. Boy, that flies when you're in high school. So.
Well, that's the thing with Germantown. With the type of offense they've got, this offense is designed to take time off the clock, give their defense a lot of rest, and that's exactly what they're doing.
And Ken Netherland, with the height of technology circa 1983, a pair of headphones with an antenna.
I mean, you would never see anything like that. On
Looks
the
like
Earth
the Jetsons.
in 1983.
Yes. Pre-cell phone, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, he probably got those from the Antenna Club, as a matter of fact. It's still open right now. It's 1983.
You know the coaches used to drive all night to exchange game films.
Ah, yes. I've read that. I read Coach O'Neill's book, too.
I'm sorry. the coaches will later tonight. Drive all night to spend to deliver the game films. All right, so Mike with the kickoff, and we are again at the 10. And Munford, same play, but some movement on the outside. Looks like he's at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Moss
still recovering. Worried about that ankle.
So it looks like Bob Jicks will come in for Howard Moss in on defense, to give Moss a little time to recover.
Thomas ready for anything that's coming his way.
Gator Thomas, maybe the greatest name in the history of high school football.
His real name is Robert
Wallace.
Most people don't know.
Yes. It's been said of him. All right. Good defense by Germantown that time. Little quick pitch over to the left-hand side. Looks like they're going
Munford continues to struggle on defense. Yeah. On offense, rather.
So it's the quick pitch back to the short side of the field, or the long side of the field. They're running a very similar play to Germantown with that
Watts with the penetration.
Pitch. Yep. Watts giving them a little penetration up the middle. A little help by the rest of the left-hand side of the defense. There's a look at the legend, the man.
Leland Smith. Our Germantown's own Magnum PI, right there.
Great mustache, that Leland Smith, I tell you. Clock running, 2:32 left in the
Regardless
game.
of the weather, he wore short pants.
Yes, he did. Second and 10, ball on the 15.
A little bit of movement, probably 6 yards from Munford.
Yeah, at Munford, if you're at this point, you've just got to get some first downs and just try to give that defense a little time on the sideline.
Looks like we have either a shoe problem or an injury here.
All right, so look at your gap control by your two
So Hastings and
linebackers
Watts there, yeah.
All right, so they're moving to the middle. Just see pressure down.
But again, the swarm of Red Devils.
Yeah, just gang tackling. That's what Leland Smith preaches. I guess that is a devil. Always wondered.
Cold night in Germantown, Cleveland. So.
3rd and 9. Oh, a quick kick.
Punt.
How about the quick kick, Coach?
Wow. High school football, the quick kick.
All the way down to the 46.
You don't see that very often.
Well,
Coach Watts.
I think Tennessee ran it last week, and they were playing Alabama. And
I had to see how that went for them. Yes,
exactly. Yes. Yeah. All right, Coach, I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Germantown offense. They like to start in A formation. And out of A formation, they can do a lot of things. Most of the time, they're going to hand the ball up the middle. They can pitch to the outside. And if they don't run on that play, they will actually spread the end out and actually go to an I formation. So in this formation, it gives them a little bit more movement, a little bit more space. And neighbors can throw out of this formation. They can still run most of their offense. If they don't snap it then they will actually send the swing back in motion and split the other end out. Then you've got space all over the field. And at this point, then they will see, you see the crossing back there coming back across the line of scrimmage. What he's going to do is he's going to actually move that strong safety out, and then Howard Moss is going to take the ball and go right up the middle. So
Moss still out. We have Cantu in running back.
1st and 10, ball on the 45. Cantu tripped up there, and with Cantu at running back, they look like they faked to the swing back, which is Buzz Walthall.
Yeah.
Buzz picks up a nice block there. Coppage with a nice block, but it looks like the defensive end got through. Somebody was unaccounted for on that play.
So we have the doctor apparently checking in on Howard Moss.
The legendary Dr. Bobo. Folks.
Bobo, yes.
2nd and 9, ball on the 46.
And Neighbors with the play action. Oh,
right through his hands. He just dropped that one, Coach.
And that was Walthall? No.
Gary Brown.
Gary Brown. I think that was Gary Brown's one and only chance to get a pass this game. And
I don't know. Gary Brown's caught some big plays for this team this season. He's had a good season. See the pressure there. Neighbors on the roll, throws it, and he's got him right there.
Right there, right. Oh,
and just
fumbled
dropped it. Just dropped it. 3rd and 9, ball on the 46.
So rare 3rd and 9 for Germantown this year. And we got a flag on the play. Looks like it's probably movement.
Yep, encroachment on Munford.
So that's going to give Germantown
It'll move the ball to 3rd and 4.
Third, yeah.
There's Tommy Pruitt right there, trying to hydrate a little bit. It looks
Looking
like
a little
on the
dazed.
sidelines. Yeah, there we go. 10-0. Germantown still in the first quarter. About 3:26 left in the first quarter. Tell you what, this first quarter's got to get over so we can get another beer, Boswell. Good Lord.
Coach B agrees. All right, so we got some running backs on the out. Here we go with Neighbors. Plenty of time. And tripped up by some penetration into the backfield.
All right.
Neighbors looking disappointed here, frustrated by this roll. Looks like he might have hurt a finger.
Well, so Germantown's going to
Rare
have to
punt here. Yeah. You don't see this very often here.
Yeah, this is unusual for Germantown.
You can see the frustration emanating off Coach Leland Smith right there. The gum chewing is a little harder than it usually is.
Absolutely. See Gerald Kilpatrick on the sidelines.
Gerald Kilpatrick.
Yeah, he's still out.
Yeah, wearing the jeans, wearing the jacket.
Got to get him back healthy. He's about the only one on that list besides Mark Bowen who's still not healthy. All right, so 4th down for Germantown, 4th and 9. West runs
West
on
coming
late.
in, yeah. And we have a penalty.
Yep, illegal procedure on Munford, encroachment. That's going to knock it down to 4th and
1.
Wow. All right, into the first quarter, Coach.
Exciting.
Let's go get another beer.
I'm my team's #1 fan. Yay, sports. I've never been #1 at anything until I put these babies on. Now we're on a winning streak, and I have never taken them off. Do I know where I'm going? Absolutely. We're going to the playoffs.
Allstate guarantees your rates won't go up just because of an accident, starting the day you sign up.
So get accident forgiveness from Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
It's good to be in good hands.
All right, here we go. Second quarter. Munford still struggling to get something going on offense. And so Germantown now going to go for it with 1 yard, abandoning the punt.
Too tight, A formation.
And not only do they get the first down, but they find themselves at the 24, maybe?
23, 24-yard line. Looks like an out pattern to Bon Tubbs, a deep out. Neighbors,
redeeming himself for the disaster of last week.
There you go. Neighbors under center. He's going to fake to the fullback. Rolls out to the right, looking downfield. Got good blocking. Good blocking.
Defense has kept at bay. And there's Tubbs.
Lots of room.
Yeah,
Tubbs.
wide open.
Yep.
Right in the middle of the zone. They missed him. Taking him out of bounds, stopping the clock.
All right, that big offensive line. 1st and 10, ball on the 22.
Moss right up the middle. Is that Moss?
That is Moss.
Moss is back? No, that's Cantu.
Cantu right up the middle.
Cantu showing up today, particularly with Moss's injury.
There's some of the talent at Germantown High School.
Laura Skeen.
Laura Skeen, good memory.
Was her name.
There's Wes sporting a full head of hair. We'll see now, Coach.
I think there was a bit of a mullet going there.
That could be. 2nd and 4.
Oh, wow. So Cantu still bringing it. Dropped here about a yard off the scrimmage, it looks like.
Yeah, maybe about 2-3 yards on that play. All the way down to the 15-yard line, actually.
Forrest Neighbors, of course, not a stain on his outfit, as per usual.
Yes. As a quarterback, that's the way it's supposed to be. 3rd and 2, ball on the 15. A formation, too tight.
Cantu again, up the middle and bring it in for a first down, looks like.
Yep, all the way down to the 5-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal, Germantown.
I feel like Munford's going to have a hard time turning the momentum around here. They just haven't gotten anything off the ground, and Germantown just keeps shoving it right up the middle here.
When you're 3 and 9, it's just hard to reach down and find something. Touchdown!
And Cantu with the touchdown. Seems effortless.
Nice run by Cantu right behind that right side of the offensive line. And once again, as an offensive lineman, There's nothing more gratifying in all in the world than just
Creating that hole there, yep.
Just pounding the football.
And Mike Witt ready for his third kick of the game. Look at that, Forrest Neighbors running double duty here as the placeholder.
All right, there's the kick.
And there it is. There we go,
Good.
17-0. And we are still in the second quarter.
So here's the touchdown. Just going to reverse out again, hand the ball off to Cantu. He's gonna
Nice
cut
block
back.
there.
Yep, cut back behind his block and right up the middle for a touchdown.
And Watts in the mix of it again.
He's got to do something. 17-0 Germantown. 10:05 left in the second quarter, and you got to like the start if you're Germantown, Coach.
I think you're feeling good. I think you're feeling like you've got a commanding control of this game. Munford really hasn't got anything off the ground. The defense has done as valiant work as they can, but when you've got Cantu on a roll like this, it's pretty hard to stop Germantown, even without Howard Moss.
Well, I tell you what, they've got three really good backs at Germantown, and they've got a big, powerful offensive line. Here's the catch. Nice hole there.
Found him a hole.
He's gone.
Oh my gosh.
One man to beat. Tony
And
Hastings with the tackle there at the
Hastings.
end. Wow, he's
all right,
got
this
some
is
speed.
a momentum turner for Munford. They needed something like this.
Yeah, that was a big play
That
there
was a
by
big play.
Munford.
Yeah.
You know, that can change
Germantown a
again.
little cocky. Yes.
Yeah.
West looking confused.
Yeah, Tubbs getting up slow. He's not feeling good.
Bit of a limp there.
Yeah, Paul West checking on him, making sure his buddy's okay there.
So how did this happen? Here we go.
This is the first time a team has crossed the 50 against Germantown on a kickoff all year long. In fact,
That's an amazing statistic.
I'm not sure anyone's actually crossed the 35-yard line against them. You know, they spend a lot of time. They got a lot of starters that play on special teams. You got to hand that to them.
Yeah. That's the depth of the
Look at that Germantown defense there, Coach.
relentless as usual, Coach Watts.
So tell us about that. Tell us where the relentless as usual comes from, Coach.
Because the commercial appeal tended to focus exclusively on the offense, that the defense was reduced to a single sentence, and that became a rallying cry for the defense. Yeah, we only get one little bit of acknowledgement in the newspaper, but it's all we need. We are relentless as usual.
And no one loved it like Leland Smith. He just adored that, the fact that all they said at the end was, and the defense was relentless as usual.
It was also just a brilliant way to make us feel better because we were so overlooked. We just turned a negative into a positive. There's Kim Edmondson, class beauty for sure.
Yep. She's probably got a real good chance of becoming Miss Germantown.
I think she's in the running.
There's an opportunity.
I'm with you on that one. I think she's in the running.
I don't know what kind of a bozo will be Mr. Germantown, but we will find out.
With the play action and balls aloft, nearly another interception. Would have been the second one of the game.
Good coverage out there. Now, you got to like what Tubbs is doing. He didn't let anybody behind him. He got some safety help there.
Yeah.
And it looks like the strong safety, Buzz Walth, all had the underneath coverage. So good coverage by that Germantown secondary on that play.
Well coached by Charlie White.
Just all over the receiver. You know, double coverage, just really good coverage. Gator Thomas is liking it.
He's ready.
He had a nice tackle on the play 2 plays ago. 3rd and 10, ball on the 19.
Another pass, but it looks like it's going to end in a sack by the Germantown.
Marshall Boswell leading
There
the
he is.
charge there. Look at him coming off of that defensive end.
I have not seen that guy all game, so it's good to finally see 52 on
He's
the screen.
doing what he's supposed to do. He waits for his time, his opportunity, and look at him and O'Neill and Thomas. All the pressure they're getting there. Just look at the pressure they're bringing. Just good football, Coach.
I have no memory of that sack, but I'll take it.
There you go. At least
All
we
right, so
have
another field goal. Kicker walking off the steps here.
West is doing everything he can to stop the score because he doesn't want to have his head shaved. He tried to block, and he got a piece of it.
Piece of it.
Oh, Paul West with a piece of that
the world
field
to him,
goal.
and he's holding on to every follicle.
He needs that hair. Here's the Germantown, relentless as usual, like you were talking about. look at the pressure they're getting, just the collapsing on everything they're doing, Coach.
Yep. There's never one defender. It's always 4 defenders. That's the way it goes. And
Yeah.
form tackling, right? That's nose to the breastplate.
Yeah, gang tackling. They're just all over the running backs, all over the quarterback. And when they do throw the ball, they're all over the receiver. And look at the pressure there. And it all is because of that man's coaching. Good effort by that team. A lot of talent on that defense.
You can feel a different energy from Leland this game.
Yeah, he's bringing it. This team's really excelled, really since the Christian Brothers game. They just really put it all together. They've really established that lineup. They've gotten everybody back healthy except for Kilpatrick and Bowen. They're not going to get Bowen
They're
back.
going to get Bowen back.
But 1st and 10, handoff right up the
You got to hate that for a player of Bowen's caliber that he didn't get to play.
Absolutely.
Oh, almost.
Nice throw there to Bob Jix. Jix just could not reel it in. Fakes the handoff and play action, rolls around to the left, throws down the field on an out pattern. He's got all kind of room and just dropped it.
Dropped it, man.
Wow. Yeah, back to your point.
One of the 2 bad things that can happen.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, back to your point, though, on Bowen. I mean, it's just a shame. I mean, he's a good football player. They hated to lose him, and it caused some real problems in the middle of the season.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Well, plus there were such high hopes for Bowen. You don't see a high school player that talented and that big every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
But the team was deep, and so.
Yep. Yeah, that's that. Germantown, they're just going to plug someone else in. You see the penetration over there, about 34 on Neighbors on this last play. Gets all the way to him, and that's probably the first sack Germantown's given up in forever.
Yeah, no. They are rarely giving up sacks here with that offensive line.
But they rarely throw the balls.
That's true.
There's not a lot of opportunity. All right, 3rd and 10, ball on the 20 for Germantown. They're kind of struggling.
Rare moment of
first
struggle
and
here
second
for the offense. Looks like we're going for another pass.
Delayed
and a
handoff.
fake end. Look at that.
there,
Cantu.
Coppage.
Coppage, sorry. Yeah.
Very 8th grade-ish of Coppage. Just running around people. First
But
down,
he gets the
Germantown.
first down. 3rd and 20 with a first down.
You
That's
gotta like
clutch
you gotta like that effort.
You can always depend on something
So
like that.
look at Jody Woodfield here on the block. He's gonna seal off that nose tackle. Look at the hole there.
Wow. Put
George
a truck
Cantu,
through it.
Yeah, George Cantu leading on the block. He blocks the linebacker. At that point, Coppage has just got to beat the defensive back. And once again, there's not many defensive backs that are going to bring down any of these running backs.
Well, Coppage and Cantu are so similar. They're low to the ground. They are good blockers and runners, and they complement each other really well.
It looks like we had a 4th down. It's now 4th down. Germantown will punt, so they did not get the first down.
And Bon Tubbs bringing it to a close here. Looks like we're about midfield. Is that we midfield?
Yeah, on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, all right. All right, so Munford still without a score. And here comes the Germantown relentless defense.
Yes, all right, so let's walk you through the defense here. So this is the defensive line for Germantown. A lot of depth there. They're going to bring in a lot of players, linebackers here at Germantown. That's a good
this is
guy
a
on the right.
handsome group.
Yes, I agree. I mean, just a good-looking bunch. Look at the secondary here.
Yep.
Don't substitute quite as much in the secondary as they do everywhere else. So here's the 5-2 to the 5-3. That's when Germantown's going to go to a 5-3 look. They're going to bring the strong safety up, bring an extra linebacker all the way up, and they will shift to a 4-3 out of this defense. So you will see times where they'll back a defensive end up, or they will actually drop a nose tackle back. So they will move to this type of a formation on in certain situations.
Well, and that's a testament to Leland's coaching. He creates the confidence and level.
1st and 10, ball on the 45. Picked off by West.
West with the interception. Second interception of the game. West was still running. Brought to a stop, but we are back to the Germantown offense. Once again, the defense plays 2 or 3 plays and it's back to the offense.
They stay fresh.
I don't know that the defense has cracked a sweat yet,
Yeah.
Elliot. That's my
you
memory
gotta
of
love
this.
it. You gotta love it.
A lot of standing on the sidelines.
So you look here, you can see the strong safety, Mike O'Neill. There's going to be Bob Jicks, both getting some pressure on the outside. There's O'Neill with the pressure, actually, on a strong safety fire on a blitz. And then the quarterback turns, throws down the field, and you'll see Bob Jicks right there, reaches up, tips the ball.
Right into the hands of Paul West, waiting for it.
So then West takes it and then he's thinking back to a running game back when he was playing Optimus football. He's going to cut back up the middle. And he is there as a quarterback as well. Plays a lot of snaps at quarterback for Germantown. So he knows how to run that option. And he actually cut it back up the field like he was playing quarterback there.
Remember him well as a quarterback on the Mean Green Machine.
The Mean Green Machine. Tell us about that one, Coach.
The Mean Green Machine. That was the unheralded greatest Optimus football team in the history of Optimus football. We were overshadowed somewhat by the Bears.
The Sportsman Bear. The Sports Arena Bears.
Yeah. And I think the Mean Green Machine, the sponsor was a Shell station.
I thought Shell was orange and yellow.
Maybe that was a baseball team.
Okay.
Whatever Ron Sheets did for a living, I think that was what we were.
That was where the sponsorship came from, huh?
Chico's bail bonds or whatever it was. So.
All right, 2nd and 5 for Germantown. Ball on the 44-yard line. They're in A formation, too tight. Now they're going to go to split backfield.
Walthall.
In motion. And there's Coppage right up the middle.
Just enough.
First down.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, so
I missed that. Wish the high school team had sponsors on the back of their jerseys. What happened to that?
Well, I don't know. I guess if they ever join a soccer league, maybe that's what will happen. All right, look at the A gap there. It went right behind Jody Whitfield and Elliott Watts on that left-hand side. Jody Whitfield blocking down, Watts blocking out, and then a block from the running back as well. Neighbors back
for another pass. Going to rethink it. Up the middle. Looking for a first down. Looks like he's breaking free.
Look at Neighbors go all the way
Neighbors
down
still
to the
going on the
20-yard
line. We have a first down.
Wow, I tell you what.
I've seen Patrick Mahomes play that. Never so well as Neighbors.
There you go. Timeout Munford. I guess they're going to think this over here. Look at Neighbors back to pass. He's got all kind of time there. He's got a
But he
good
sees an
pocket,
opening.
But it breaks down on him, and he's got the fortitude to just hang on to the ball and then break out to the right side. So he breaks out at that point. Then Eric Steele's going to come downfield and look for a block.
And here it comes.
And Eric Steele, when he wants to block somebody, you can forget it. Although it looks like he pulled up there at the end, so he didn't get the
I think he didn't want to get the clip.
Illegal block in the back.
Yeah.
How about that?
Good call.
All right. So timeout.
So Ken Netherland.
Yep, he's
out to rally the troops, keep them confident.
Yep.
Touchdown heading into the half will be yet another momentum changer for the game.
Do you know what time it is?
It is 7 p.m.
We crushed Tech by 40. You should be out there celebrating.
Let me smell your breath. Not a trace of Dr. Pepper.
Look what you're doing to her.
Why aren't you celebrating?
We are. We're about to take a victory lap with the Streakers.
Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Streaker.
Hi, CJ. Great game, huh?
All right, here we are back. Germantown, 1st and 10 ball on the 20-yard line. Opportunity to go down and get 7 more points. Push that lead up to 24. 1st and 10 ball on the
I'm
20.
going to guess we're going to run the ball here. If I know Ken, although there is some movement.
Handoff right up the middle for about 2 yards.
2 yards. Hey. Every yard counts.
Charlie White on the sidelines.
With 1983 technology operating full tilt here.
Absolutely.
So Neighbors in conference.
Yep. 2nd and 8, ball on the 18.
Looks like he might be complaining about something.
All right, he's going to hand off right up the middle to Mike O'Neill for about 2 yards.
All right, Munford showing some resilience here at the end.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Munford, if you could hold Germantown to 17 points in the first half, at least give yourself an opportunity to start the third quarter. If you fall behind 24 points,
they need to go into the half with some kind of
momentum.
Momentum,
absolutely.
yeah.
3rd and 6, ball on the 16. Neighbors under center.
And Neighbors back for the pass. A little trouble here.
Oh,
But
nice
we have
pitch and catch.
Yes, oh my gosh.
Caught by Bon Tubbs right
Bon
over there.
Tubbs.
Touchdown, Germantown.
Bon Tubbs is having a good game.
Yes, big game by Bon Tubbs against Munford.
Got to be feeling good going into the half here.
Yep.
Looks like he might have had him. Nope, no injury. He's up and running. All right.
All right, so that's going to push the score to 23-0 with the ensuing extra point. Spell that for me, Coach. Can you?
ENSUING.
There we go. All right, Germantown's going to pull the backside guard here. So you'll see Watts come out there to try to hook the defensive end. And what he does at that point, he gives Neighbors room. It's a design roll. And then you got Eric Still out there blocking as well. Gives Neighbors all sorts of time. Neighbors knows where the line of scrimmage is, and that gives Tubbs time to find the end zone and go up for the catch. Just a well-designed play.
Yeah, just fantastic. Again, it's this team they're like a jazz band. They just intuitively knew what they were doing by this point.
I've never heard a football team called a jazz band in my entire life, but I'm going to go with that. I was thinking more like a power trio. Like
That's good. That's fine. Yeah, I'll take the power
I
trio.
mean,
It's Geddy Lee and Neil Peart just knowing exactly where the pocket
I
is.
wouldn't consider them a power trio.
You're thinking The Who.
I'm thinking The Who.
I'm my team's #1 fan. Yay, sports. I've never been #1 at anything until I put these babies on. Now we're on a winning streak, and I have never taken them off. Do I know where I'm going? Absolutely. We're going through the playoffs.
Allstate guarantees your rates won't go up just because of an accident, starting the day you sign up.
So get accident forgiveness from Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
It's good to be in good hands.
All right, Germantown scoring summary coach, 6th place, 48 yards, set up by the West interception. Key play was the Neighbors run and the Tubbs catch for 16 yards.
Yeah. Yeah, Neighbors' run, I think, was the key to that.
I agree.
think that broke it open.
All right, let's go back over one thing, though, Coach. It's undeniable that The Who is the greatest rock and roll band of all time. I mean,
No question. Them and, the Bay City Rollers, I think it's pretty...
The Bay City Rollers.
I think it's pretty undecided, but I'll go with The Who on this one.
Okay, so you're going to take The Who.
I'm going to take The Who. They had a good drummer.
Yeah,
that guy was a pretty good drummer.
Yeah, but what about the Stones? Are we not going to give them any love here? I mean, this is an old argument between two of the players that played.
Well, the Stones
Watson.
had 2 guitar players. The Who had 1. They cheated.
Yeah, well, and the one guy the Who had was the greatest power chord player of all time. All right, here's the kick down to the 6-yard line. He's going to receive it. He's going to go back to that left side again.
Yeah,
but
we're not penetrating the 50-yard line again.
Yeah,
no.
not going to give it up this
One
time.
and done there.
And that looks like David Bryant there talking to someone on the sidelines and a few of the cheerleaders there, Coach.
Still bundled in their cold weather, except Kim. Looks like Kim is going full tilt with the bare arms. Good for her. Leland totally focused, chewing gum. Was it gum?
A little combination of gum and Red Man.
I think there was a lot of Red Man
yeah,
there.
absolutely. All right, 1st and 10, ball on the 19.
High proportion of this team dipped Copenhagen.
Yes.
They probably could have promoted Copenhagen.
It was very popular among this bunch.
Yeah.
I think Watts was the only player, and Moss maybe, only 2 guys on this team that did not dip.
Yes.
All right, here
One
we go.
of the most vile things you can do, by the way.
There you go. All right, there's Germantown.
Oh, my
look
God,
at the
Germantown,
pressure.
look at that.
Wow.
I mean, not only did they hit a wall.
The initial lick there by Gator Thomas, folks, coming from that nose tackle position.
With Watts coming in.
Look
looks
at
like
Gator Thomas right there, lead the charge. He defends and
look at that.
rolls
Rolls
turns,
off and bam.
And then look at all the pressure coming from that side.
Duggan's in.
Just a
Manus, all of them. Tubbs.
There it is right there. Pursuit and game tackling from their leader. 2nd and 13, ball on the 16.
Munford breaks a little free, but it's kind of late. Still barely.
Tackled by, looks like Tom Pruitt there. Tom Pruitt with the penetration. I tell you what, he didn't give up on that play. Watch this, Coach. Watch Tom Pruitt here over there on that right-hand side. He gets blocked.
And still.
And actually, he was on the outside, and look at him penetrate and get back and help on that tackle. That's a good effort by that kid.
Bowman's defensive end showing up just to make sure.
3rd and 1, ball on the 28.
crushed at the line of
Oh,
scrimmage
it's going
once
to be
again.
close. It's going to be close.
Is it a first down? We're going to have to bring the flag out for this one, looks like.
Oh, they're
Here they
moving
come.
the chains. There we go. They're moving the chains. First down.
All right.
Leland Smith didn't like that.
Yep.
You can tell. You can just look at him and tell he didn't like that play. Charlie White, his secondary coach, right beside him. All right, Germantown.
Secondary hadn't got a lot of action here. But when they did, they tended to either knock it down or intercept. I don't think Munford completed a pass yet.
1st and 10, ball on the 31. Movement by the Munford offense.
think that was
Jay
Munford
Duggan's
offense,
across.
yeah.
Jay Duggan's across. Legal procedure on Munford. Back him up 5 yards. Make it 1st and 15.
The offense moves, the defense is moving.
There's what's left of the Germantown cheerleading squad after that disaster in Warren County. There's your time, Coach. 1:15 left in the first half. Munford running out of time, and they've got 1st and 15 ball in the 26.
Running out of time and momentum.
O'Neal stepping up. He's going to come on the blitz.
All right, with the pitch, nowhere close. 8 Germantown defenders at least. Gator there in the front.
Yeah, look at
Manus once again standing, ready, but not all
Watch
the time.
this. So it's a strong slant, so you're going to see him slant into the strong side, and it's a backside fire by O'Neal. And just the penetration there and the collapse on the running back. Just good defense. 2nd and 10, ball on the 31.
Another pitch, same play. If it didn't work once, try it again.
Yeah, you got to give them credit. They
Yep.
got the first down this time.
It worked. Yep. I guess Germantown thought they'd plug that play and didn't see it coming.
I'll tell you what's really cool about
I think Boswell let that one slide because that was. I think I'm going to blame Boswell for that one.
Boswell's going to get the brunt of the effort on that.
Yeah.
That's okay, but at least we're into our 4th beer now, Coach. I mean,
he might have been on his 4th beer.
yeah,
that
he
play.
could have been his 4th beer on that play. All right. 34 seconds
Boswell relied
left.
too much on Howard Moss.
Is that what he did?
I think he did.
1st
yeah.
and 10.
I
ball on
looked
the
better because of
42.
Howard Moss.
All right, they're going to hand off right up the middle for about 6 yards.
Bold statement from Munford here at the end of the first half.
Wow, I tell you what, they got a lot of yardage on that play. Timeout, Munford. That leaves them with 1. Leland Smith comes out to talk to his troops.
Yep, short pants, socks to the knee. It was a superhero costume.
Is he sporting the bandana yet, or does that come next week?
That comes later.
That
comes
comes
much
next
later.
week. I see.
Yes,
Ah,
that's,
nice.
be true to your school. That whole speech
Yeah.
still indelibly emblazoned in my brain.
Yeah, okay, I got
But he
you.
does have his choker on.
I got you.
All right, so there's this false aura of intensity here at the 28 seconds left. I mean,
Yeah,
there's
there
very
we go.
little that could happen to Germantown that would be bad at this point, but nevertheless, relentless as usual. And with the reverse and the pass, and it's on.
Oh,
Yeah.
he just couldn't catch the ball.
One of the two bad things just
I think
happened.
he felt steps right there. You heard Gator Thomas was moving out there. Gator was not fooled. Watch Thomas here after we get a good shot at Craig Hallman there on the sidelines.
I think that play was too clever by half. What do you think, Watts?
Yeah, it could be.
I think it had one too many reversals.
Yeah, I guess we're not going to see that one again.
I think it's throw the kitchen sink and at
I
this
think
point
I'm
in
going
the
to finish
game.
this beer and then we'll keep going. Yeah, there's Chris
Look at Chris
Coppins.
Coppins, shirt up, belly open, checking the hair.
Yes, he is.
He had red hair, you know that, Mr. Watts.
Back then he did.
Yes,
Back
that was a
then.
distinctive feature of Chris Coppins was his red
4th
hair.
and 3, ball on the 49. They're going to run the ball. They're going to fake it. Oh, and
my
then
God.
collapse on it. And then who's on the tackle there? It looks like Jay
Duggins, of course, but it was Manus, I think, with
Yeah,
the
Bo
the
Manus
spring.
with a great effort on that defensive.
Yeah.
Germantown's got 2 really good defensive ends in Boswell and Manus. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. They control the outside. Nobody gets outside on those 2.
They did exactly what they were told to do and nothing in addition.
That's okay, though, as long as you get it done. So we're going into halftime. Germantown 24-0, Coach. So what do you think of the first half?
I think Germantown is in a commanding lead.
Okay, we're not going to ask for discounts on floor models, demos, or displays. Shopping malls can be a big trigger for young homeowners turning into their parents.
You ever think about the storage operation a place like this must rely on?
No.
They just sell candles and they're making overhead. You know what kind of fish those are?
No.
Don't be coy. Koi fish.
It can be overwhelming. Think a second. Have we seen this shirt before?
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
But you know what? I'm still gonna get it.
All right.
Here come the majorettes.
Yep, the Munford Marching
Munford
Band.
Marching Band.
They are entertaining us at halftime.
Underrated, I think, the Munford Marching
There
Band.
you go. All right, halftime stats, Coach. 30 plays for Germantown, 18 for Munford, 98 yards for Germantown, 30.
That's really lopsided,
Yeah,
Watts.
absolutely. Look at the
Munford.
passing yardage, 66-0.
You don't ever see that at Germantown. 66 passing yards.
Well, Germantown throws about 25% of their yards for the season are actually through the air, so that's pretty close.
That's about right.
That's
Okay.
not too far off.
Right.
Look at the turnovers. That's the really biggest issue there.
Yeah.
That's what really has cost them. But once again, and only 30 yards. I mean, that's just got to be just disheartening.
That's got to be just demoralizing.
Yeah. And of course, like I said, the
Two
turnovers. Yeah. So that comes into play. If you're Munford, you just got to come out and try to make something good happen for you. There's the drive chart. If you look through there, the only mistakes Germantown made was a punt and a field goal.
That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
They would have liked to have had 6 both times. And if you're Munford, you fumble, you throw an interception.
And you
quick
missed
hit.
a field goal.
You missed the field goal. I mean, of all the things you could do.
Wow.
Just nothing going right if you're Munford.
Yeah.
Except for the band. Their band's
But I think
really
the
getting
Munford
it done.
Band, redeemed the first half.
Hey, Dave, the day's over. Time for Bud Light.
I can't. I have to cut the cheese.
I thought you cut the cheese already.
It wasn't me.
I heard you cut the cheese this morning.
I like to cut the cheese in spurts throughout the day.
You should cut the cheese first thing in the morning like me. Otherwise, it starts backing up.
I couldn't. My girlfriend was here this morning, and you know how that goes.
I cut the cheese in front of my girl once. I never heard the end of it.
You ever see a woman cut the cheese?
Nah, they don't do it right. They're too delicate.
My grandmother cut the cheese all the time. Especially as she got older.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be in the back. I'm gonna pinch a loaf.
Want me to pull your finger?
Will you pulling my finger help me cut the cheese?
Oh, yeah. If I pull your finger, you'll be cutting the cheese within seconds.
Oh, yeah. I have to run. Gotta drop the kids off at the pool.
All right, the Germantown Marching Band. Coach.
Germantown Marching Band, give them a good run.
Yeah, so,
Also playing on Broadway, it sounds like.
Yep, absolutely.
But the xylophone as a band instrument is pretty underrated.
Yes. I could see the Who using a xylophone.
I think so. I think they are the defensive end of instruments.
Yep.
The
All right, so
xylophone.
the defensive scheme, once again, so the defensive coordinator, Leland Smith, he's going to send the signal in to the defensive captain. So that's where
I think
it's all
that's
gonna
Elliot
start.
Watts.
Yep, that is Elliot Watts. So he's going to receive the signal.
It's a lot of trust he's putting in Elliot Watts.
Yep, so he starts with the base scheme.
There it is. So these hand signals are coded. Is that right, Watts?
Yep, that's right. So then you see the bunched group there. The linebackers and the defensive end are going to make an initial decision on the strong and weak side. This can change. All right, so you're going to see them. Then they'll set their strong and weak side. And then at this point, the captain will call the strong side. And the strong safety will move over to that side. Free safety moves to the weak side. And then the captain's going to look back to confirm the secondaries in the proper alignment. One quick look. And then at this point, he'll either call a timeout. He has the option to do that. Or until he's told otherwise, he will not make a call. At that point, he's going to start making the defensive scheme so they can have slants, quick blitzes. This is a slant here out of Germantown. They're going to slant back to the strong side in this situation, a strong slant. You're going to see those front three move to the strong side over to their right. And with this defense, there's a lot of movement, Coach. They're going to take those guys up front, and once again, they want to move them around. So, see the quarterback there, he starts
to panic. He's trying to figure out what has just happened.
Yeah, a lot of movement before the snap.
So he's got to rethink his game.
Yes. Absolutely. The captain's going to call slants and adjustments. This can change, and then he can change the alignment if he wants to. He can move them back to a 4-3 if he thinks there's a better chance they're going to throw the ball. But the movement is the key here because it really throws off the quarterback. You can see the quarterback here at Warren County, he's just lost. He doesn't know what they're going to do.
Well, people don't realize it, but for the captain of the defense, that involves a lot of touching of asses of other players.
Yeah, that's the only downside of this whole thing.
Or upside. I mean, depends on the player.
Whatever. There we go. So they're going to move back. So you're going to see them take Boswell here, I think. No, that's actually Gerald Kilpatrick. Move him back. That's actually Boswell there. They will move back the defensive end into a 4-3, and a lot of times run that 4-3 that way.
Yes. The things you don't know in the audience. And also, a lot of members of the defensive line
I'm just concerned
didn't know
about
any of this stuff.
Touching of asses thing.
So Munford with the catch up the middle, dropped here about the 26-yard line. Hopeful at this point, but you can see right here, the defense is just crushing it. First turnover, and you can see Munford is already running out of steam, to be honest. Germantown with the field goal. Munford did stop them with their first drive. Now Munford again with the ball, but getting nowhere with a interception. Unexpected, but there it is. And Germantown commanding now in the offense with Howard Moss up the middle with an amazing run. And Cantu in for the touchdown. Germantown again on offense. Forest Neighbors with the unexpected pass that nevertheless goes right to Bontubbs. And again, Cantu up the middle for his second touchdown. This is the best run of Munford's day so far. This kickoff, which penetrates the 50-yard line for the first and only time of the season, I think, on a kickoff.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. And now Munford with another ill-fated offensive run here. Intercepted by Paul West up the middle, setting up Germantown for yet another score with this amazing play by Neighbors. Touchdown Bontubbs, and we have Germantown's commanding.
24-7 at halftime by Germantown. Still being entertained by that Germantown marching band. They're going to do
Unfortunately, we didn't see Neighbors' amazing run that got the first down, but that's okay. Highlights are highlights.
There we go. All right, so here's the opening round of the playoffs. Looks like they're set. Germantown will be playing Lexington next week, Coach. They have a 7:30 p.m. kickoff here.
Well, there's a good match, 9-1, 9-1. Yeah.
So there's the opening round. You can look at all 16 teams that got a shot. Warren County on the other side, who Germantown's already played. That was a hard-hitting game.
That was a hard-hitting game.
And then you look down. That is a tough bracket down there. You got Gallatin and McGavick and Nashville Overton and Dixon County, all powerful football teams. So that's going to be a big game next weekend here in Germantown. Germantown versus Lexington, once again brought to you by Germantown TV.
Yes, but I think Germantown's strategy was to stay focused on the game at hand, not to think forward. Even a team like Munford captured their attention and kept their focus.
Absolutely. Germantown High School Marching Band here. They're going to do a rendition of The Who's A Quick One here very shortly after this.
With the Keith Moon parts played by xylophone.
Yep. All right, interview with Coach Graves coming up.
I'm here with Rocky Graves, offensive back coach of the Germantown Red Devils. Coach, how did the first half look to you?
Well, we had a lot of breaks in the first half, and we were able to capitalize on them. We moved the ball extremely well. We've got about 264 yards total offense, about 64 of it in the air. So we did move the ball extremely well in the first half.
Are you trying to give the ball a little bit more to Howard Moss this game than you did in last week's game?
No, I'm not real particularly concerned about which back carries the ball. We're trying to take what the defense gives us. And if it happens to be the routes or the plays or the holes that Howard runs, that's great. If it's the holes that somebody else runs, that's great too. All we're trying to do is just take what they give us.
All right, thanks a lot, Coach. Good luck. This is Danny McClary for GHS Football. Let's go back up to David.
All right, so once again, Germantown, Tennessee.
13 minutes on the board.
Yep, they'll be starting here shortly. It'll be the start of the second half. Germantown versus
It'll be interesting to see if
Munford.
Howard Moss is returning to the fold here.
Yeah, they need him to get healthy, Coach. They don't need him to be out for the playoffs.
They don't, but I think George Cantu is managing himself quite handsomely so far.
Yep, absolutely.
With 2 touchdowns, I think, under his belt, at least one.
I will say this, and I've said it before about this Germantown team. You could take 1, 2, or even 3 players off this team, and they would still be successful. That's just the way this team is built. It's not built around one player. There is no superstar. Everybody on this team contributes.
Well, Gator Thomas accepted. I think there's no replacement
Gator
for Gator
Thomas is an exceptional individual.
There's no replacing him.
Yes, absolutely.
No one plugs the middle quite like Gator Thomas.
If you've ever heard his rendition of What I Like About You, I mean, you have not lived until you've heard him play that song. It's fantastic.
All right, so Munford with the kickoff, and we have not seen Germantown receive a kickoff this game yet, which is significant.
Yes.
And back for the catch is
Craig Hallman.
Hallman, and it's a good kick from Munford. Brings us to the 20-yard line.
Yep, that's probably the most successful play that Munford's run today.
Yes, the end zone kick.
Yep. All right, Leland Smith going to take a little break here and think about his defense. Make sure everybody's out there on offense. Somebody wasn't there.
All right, let's see how relentless they are, folks.
New quarterback, Paul West.
Back for the pass right off the bat.
Oh,
incomplete. A lot of Munford defenders there. Give them credit where it's due.
Yeah, there was 2 Germantown receivers over there. Looked like they kind of got bunched up, and that always draws defenders. So the one thing you don't want to do as a receiver is get bunched up with another receiver.
So what's the word on Neighbors? Why is West playing quarterback here? Is it to preserve him, or was there an injury at the end? I think it might be a preservation issue here.
Yeah, this was a coach's decision. So handoff over there on the right-hand side, and a nice run up there.
Well, this is smart coaching. You know, this is giving players a chance to sort of spread their wings a little bit, preparing the possibility of replacement. There, Neighbors looks perfectly healthy.
Yep.
Happy to see the field to Paul West here.
Well, I think what you're doing here, you're gonna if you do run into a situation where you do need to start West, and I think this team is 9-1 with West at quarterback as opposed to Neighbors, with maybe the exception of the MUS game with the passing game of Neighbors. But other than that, I think West has got a good arm.
All right, with the pitch. Oh. Coppage rolls over his own defender there, Cantu. So, bit of mistake there. Rare.
Yep, first down, Germantown.
But still a first down. So yeah, West looking very precise, very well coached. Yeah.
Blocking downfield, so they pulled the backside guard and tried to seal that defensive end again. Trying to do a lot of movement by that Germantown offense. And that's sort of the mindset of Tommy Harrison. What he did, he brought in a lot of new blocking schemes for this offensive line, which has really paid off, Coach.
Yeah, I think it was effective use of the guards, the pulling of the guards. That
absolutely.
Sounds like a song, the pulling of the guards. But nevertheless, it was central to the offensive success.
It's a song, I believe, by The Jam off their 3rd album.
Pulling of the guards. Either that or it's a deodorant ad. I'm not really sure.
The changing of the guard.
That's actually a song by the Style Council. So there you go. By Paul Weller. You are not off by.
I was. Exactly.
Yeah, there you go.
I thought I was close.
Your knowledge runs deep.
Yes, it does.
Mr. Watts.
Yes,
All right, back to football. So we got 2nd and 7 here. Some movement there in the backfield. West with the fake and the pitch. Quarterback option, and Coppage on a roll. First down, midfield.
Just a beautiful play by
flawless.
Yeah, just watch this Germantown team run this option here, and this is with a new quarterback, and this is what I'm telling you, people.
This is the depth of this team.
Yeah, the depth of this team. You know, with West at quarterback, he's going to fake the ball to the up back.
Look at
Come
that.
down the
he
defensive
sucks the defensive end in.
And then gets the pitch. And then Germantown's got 2 blockers downfield. They ignore the ones behind them, which was very intelligent. They seal on the other 2, and that gives Coppage an extra 12
Coppage almost had a hook
yards.
there that he would have, All right, West having a good set of downs.
First
very
and
commanding.
10, ball on the 39.
Looking confident. And there's the eye. Walthall on the move.
Option to the other side.
And this time West holds on to it for 3.
Very Rob Arthur's leg.
Yes.
Decided to keep the ball instead of
that was
pitching.
his standard operating procedure.
Yeah, there you go. So you leave the fake to the fullback.
Yeah.
West coming down. This time he keeps
I
the
think
ball
that was a
turns up.
wise call.
Absolutely.
I think he saw the opening.
Yeah.
So there's White. Again, defense haven't had anything to do yet. So
yeah.
But there's West back on the sidelines here. I'm not sure what's happened. We might have missed a play or two here.
Yep. Germantown already has 40 yards on 5 plays. That's not a bad average. Do that math. You were struggling earlier. Can you do that?
I think it's 8 yards a run.
Wow.
Look at
Impressive. The Rock coming off the field. He's been talking to his offense. So there was a timeout there.
I'm impressed by West playing here.
Yeah. Paul West's a good quarterback. I mean,
I think on any other team he would have been starting.
I don't think there's any question about it. I mean,
and look at Chris Coppage. What a handsome devil.
Yes. He looks like the Notre Dame mascot.
But I like how his shirt is the reddest because he was called
the redhead.
He was red.
He was red.
Yeah.
He was red.
Yeah.
In more ways than one. A lot of red assing has gone on in Germantown through the years.
All right, 2nd and 5. We are in the 35. We're in good position here. West looks good. We're back to the eye. Walthall in motion as usual. And we have a breakthrough.
Nice run
First
there by
down.
O'Neal. First down.
And that's the other person unheralded here with Moss gone, is O'Neal.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I know Mike O'Neal, and he will absolutely hit you. I mean, he's undersized, obviously, at 155 pounds.
But he
plays
loves
hard.
contact.
Reminds me a lot of Dean Hughes, from the year before at Germantown.
That's a good call. I
Just
think so.
Dean Hughes would hit you like there's no tomorrow.
But again, just your point about the depth of the field.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of depth on this team.
And Coppage, of course, you can tell that forward movement is so characteristic of his running.
Yeah, you can hand the ball to any of these 3 backs, and you're going to get pretty much the same result.
But Coppage, when he runs, is always forward.
Yeah.
It's extraordinary. He's done it his whole life. So.
Yeah,
and it looks like he's now got a little bit of a ding here, limping a bit.
Yeah, he's moving around a little bit.
But it might be time to bring Moss back. We'll see.
It could be. Look at the hole there in the middle. I mean, that's over there with Adam Cecil and Eric Still, and they're just driving down the field. And Jody Whitfield sealing off the nose tackle there. I mean, that's just good football.
But Whitfield, Steele, these are people who are huge in the day.
Absolutely. Yeah, this was a big Germantown offensive line. The only one that's undersized on that offensive line is Elliott Watts.
Who played both ways. Give the man credit.
Yeah. Until they would bring in Marshall Boswell at center, and then he was even more about 5 to 10 pounds undersized.
Yeah, that was cracking a toothpick over your knee.
First and goal, ball the 5-yard line.
All right, Munford with the stop.
Nice stop.
Playing Germantown defense there. All right, so do we see Coppage limping still? I'm not sure where that's going. Oh,
illegal procedure on Germantown. I tell you what, a quick story on Jay Duggins. I saw him right there. I was running through some other game film, and I thought I saw a play where Jay Duggins had missed a tackle and made a mistake, and I'd never seen that before, and I looked up, and it wasn't him.
It was you.
No, wasn't me either, but it was actually someone else that had substituted for him. So I just, in all the years of watching him play, he does not make mistakes.
All right, West with the pitch on the quarterback pitch, and that is an easy. Cantu just walked into that. Oh my God, that's his second or third touchdown of the show of the game.
That's got.
It's at least a second.
It's
but
second,
it might be his
maybe
third.
Well, with
look, he doesn't even seem phased by it.
Illegal block in the back. Coming back.
All right, that's going to be reversed. All right.
Yep, there you go. So we're gonna.
But back to the eye here.
Yeah, back in the 8-yard line, and look at Cantu at the running back spot. They're gonna hand the ball off. Actually, pitch over to Coppage or to Cantu, and he's going to get in.
Anyway.
Touchdown. Yeah, there we go. Well, That'll help his totals. The funny thing about if you look at some of the stats, some of these games, sometimes Cantu will have like 5 yards and have 4 touchdowns.
Yeah. Well, I mean, because he's the goal
great
line
blocking back and
running back.
But he can also. I've seen him get 5, 7, 8 yards just pounding the ball up the middle. He runs the ball really hard up the middle when he runs.
Yeah. But he's a great blocking back.
No question
doubt.
about it. I would imagine
low to the ground.
Yeah, I would imagine they'll move him to running back and probably put in another fullback next year at Germantown.
I think you might be right about that. Yeah.
There you go.
Predictive power.
I also think the Rolling Stones will release an album in 2023.
And apparently it's really good. That's the advanced word.
I was supposed to move forward 40 years and listen to it on the back porch, and my wife messed me up and had to come back in town, and I haven't got to listen to it yet.
It's not going anywhere. It's right there on Spotify waiting for you.
Right there waiting. Just waiting.
I've heard that in 40 years, actually, Paul McCartney will play on that album.
I've heard there's a good chance in 40 years he will.
What
Extra
predictive
point is
power
good.
we have.
We are amazing.
31-0. So this is the point in the Germantown season where things start to look really lopsided.
Yeah, there you go.
From
Look,
here forward.
Wes, what's going on here?
Every team has its
dancer.
It's Taylor Swift boyfriend, and I think that is Paul West was totally the Kelsey of
Ladies and gentlemen, Paul West on the sidelines. Oh, what was that all about? There we go.
All right, Witt with the kick, and looks like we are in the end zone. So return the Munford favor with the
Actually,
and it looks like they called it back.
Called it back on
All
a
right.
re-kick.
All right, so the Munford receiving team has been their most powerful weapon so far. And looks like they got nothing. So they've dropped them at about the 20 again, near 25.
Yep, so Munford now you're down 31 points. You're down 31-0. At this point, you have just got to find a little inner fortitude to come back and
save face.
score.
I mean,
yeah, just get something positive happening. So last game of the season, you're 3-6. What do you do at this point?
well, if you're Germantown, you put in your second team in the fourth quarter. I think it's probably.
Yeah, that's probably exactly what happens. There's still a lot of starters out there. It looks like
There's
now.
still a lot of starters out there.
First and 10, ball on the 27. He's going to roll to his left again and nothing.
A lot of nothing. Yep. A lot
Gator
of nothing. Gator Thomas there.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Indispensable, unrepeatable, unreplaceable Gator Thomas.
Robert Wallace. Sounds like a
Scottish
politician.
hero.
Or a Scottish hero. Yes.
William Wallace is who you're thinking of there.
William
Elliot,
Wallace.
But nevertheless.
There's Kent
Braveheart.
Purdy, who's hydrating on the sidelines.
Kent Purdy's already thinking about Kent Party.
Yeah.
It's only an hour away.
2nd and 5. The handoff up the middle. He's going to get about a yard.
Rumor has it that this Germantown Red Devil team took a vow of no alcoholic beverages not long after this, which
Well,
I think that
it-
Marshall Bowles was the only one who actually held up that the bargain.
Actually, it's been pretty committed. I got to hand this bunch that they really. I don't think I've seen a bunch that wanted to do anything more than this team did to win a state
That is
championship.
true.
They were dedicated.
We
to
saw it in our sights, and we stuck with it.
Yep.
All right.
All
So
right.
again, defense have held them to nothing. Looks like we're setting up another punt. There's Bo Manus still looking good.
Yep.
Watch this. Nothing.
And
The whole middle's plugged up.
Is that E.T. there at right
Well, it's
tackle?
Tom
what was
Pruitt
his name?
there,
What was
yeah.
E.T.'s name? It was 68.
Oh, God. Yeah, you're right. He looked like E.T.
He did look like E.T.
We had the big eyes.
Yeah. 4th and 2, third quarter. Ball on the, looks like I'm on the 35-yard line. They're going to go for it. No, they're going to
They're going to punt.
They're gonna
4th and
All right.
35. I think they're going to punt.
I just got excited.
Oh, look at this.
It's the fake.
It's the fake punt.
It's the fake.
And so much for that.
Yes. And that looks like Terrence. Cannonball.
Yeah, I think they got nothing left to lose. at this
Cannonball
point.
there on the tackle.
All right, not a good night for Munford.
Nope.
Already just thinking, let's get on the bus.
Yeah, so the Germantown fan base wants to go to the party tonight. They're all thinking about the dance that's happening tonight. One dance here at the end of the year, Coach.
Yep, remember the Tri-Delts? Remember them well.
All right, reverse out, pitch to the left-hand
that.
side. Good penetration.
West was right there with the backfield tackle, but missed
there's
it.
a lot of tackles being made by the secondary at this point. That's not good. They catch Germantown in a slant, and I think that's what actually happened here. So they're slanting.
Yeah.
And then he
See, West was right there,
behind
but
it.
yeah, he overran it.
Yep. There's Tony Hastings. So there's a lot of players, a lot of second teamers in there, which is great. Give these guys some time to play. 2nd and 4, ball in 46.
Brought down by the relentless as usual defense.
Absolutely.
I think Marshall Boswell's on that.
Marshall
tackle.
Boswell definitely made the tackle there. In
There
fact,
he is
I think he's leading the team in tackles tonight.
Yeah, he was on the ground there. I can tell you that.
Chris Torrance, there he is, number 30 on the sideline. They call him Cannonball. I am not going to tell you where he got that nickname. 1st and 10, ball in the 43.
You got to admire Munford's pluck at this point.
Pluck.
Yeah.
Now, define that. I mean.
Resilience. They still look like they're bringing it.
I see. Okay. So inner fortitude.
Inner fortitude is exactly what pluck is. Yeah.
All right, current drive.
2 words
plays,
for one.
35 yards. They've yet to throw the ball. They got 3 first downs, though.
Yeah,
moving the ball.
There's the throw, and it looks like it's going to be blocked. Nearly so.
Just got a hand up on it. That actually stopped the pass. Tell you what, the strong
West.
safety was up. Let's get another look at it here.
Actually, that looked like that was offsides, but they didn't call it.
Yeah, it looks like Watts with a 2-inch vertical leap there to try to knock the ball loose. 2nd and 10, ball in the 40.
All right, with the pitch. Looks like Boswell missed that one.
All the way
and
down
looks
there
like they got a first down.
Down on the 17-yard line. Wes Hare is in danger. What? This
Those
is not
follicles
good,
are
Coach.
feeling the threat here.
Yep.
Look at that. Oh, my God. Totally juked there at the end. Even this is what happens when Howard Moss is not the outside linebacker.
Yeah.
The option falls apart. But here we go.
ET's in there. That's 1st and 10. Ball on the 13-yard line.
And we're back to just crushing them.
Yep.
Look at that.
Good defense.
8 tackles.
All right. 2:41 left in the 3rd quarter. Germantown 31, Munford.
Yes, I think the audience is starting to move already to the party after the game here.
It very well could be.
I think those stands are starting to thin out a little bit. All but my dad and your dad wouldn't leave a game.
Someone's dad is still at the game.
They're on the sideline smoking cigarettes, man.
Yes, they are.
Oh, look at that. It's squeezing out for an extra yard. I think Munford's got a little run here.
Yep.
Give it to him.
Free safety comes up, makes a tackle. Then Brian Donnelly. Anytime your free safety's making tackles, that's not good, folks.
Yep, means the line is being manhandled here. Ooh, good run. I got a good
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Germantown's cheerleaders trying to warm up a little bit on the sideline. 3rd and 1, ball on the 14. They're just cutting right through that.
Yeah,
defense
Munford,
right now,
something's up with the defense here. I think they're getting. I think the offensive line has figured out how to block this team. I think maybe the defensive captain's falling apart here. I think he's
pulled the backside guard, and looks like Watts on a blitz, and he just did not get to it. Just missed it. Just completely
He
missed
is
it.
behind the runner instead of in front. Oh, well.
Yep.
It happens, Watts.
All
All right, so Munford looks like they are putting together a run here.
1st and goal.
There it
reverse
is.
out, hand it back over on that left side again.
I think we're going to have a quarter change here in a second.
So down to about the 3-yard line.
Elliott redeems himself for the last.
He comes back down.
There it is.
There we go. Comes back down. Well, his hair is important to Paul. I understand that. We're buddies. 2nd and goal.
40 years later, I'm going to assume the West still has his hair.
Yeah, well, I don't know.
It's a prediction on my way. Oh, my goodness.
Look at Wes there coming over to try to save
his hair. That would have been his second interception of the game, by the way.
I'll tell you what, you got to give. He is focused on his hair. Look at this. I mean,
Speed Racer. That's right.
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels.
Look at West. Speed Racer. He is always pressure. He saved his hair right there, folks.
Interception and a quarterback.
Will the hair survive? Here we go. All right, 2nd and goal. Going to reverse out again and hand it again. Touchdown!
Give it to Munford.
It's gone. The hair will be removed.
For the second time in Paul West's short life at this point.
31-6. They did score. Oh. Paul's going to lose his mullet.
So Munford, failed field goal, 1 touchdown, best kickoff run back of the game.
Absolutely.
Give him credit. Look at that 80s hair.
Yes.
Another better. Look, they're already leaving.
That's some good looking 80s
there they go.
hair. That's Adam Cecil, George Cantu, Jay Duggan's all hydrating on the sideline.
Yes. I think their game might be over at this point.
Yep. There's your matchups again, Coach. Everything is final. Everything is already set then for next weekend. There's your lineups. Germantown will be playing in the first round versus Lexington next weekend.
At Lexington.
No, at Germantown, Tennessee.
All right.
All right, 31 seconds left in the third quarter. We'll have time to go get a beer on this break.
Good for one more. I have a 41-minute drive.
That's what you get
Back to my house in Germantown where I lived in 1983, by the way.
Correct.
We are maintaining the illusion of contemporaneous time here. All right, all the way back to the end zone with a looks like we are back at the 20-yard line. So that kicker is getting the best work out of the team, it looks like.
He's got
failed
a
field goal,
effort.
but he's got a great kickoff.
Great effort, no question about it. There's the Germantown band cuddling up there on the sidelines. Looking very dapper.
Yep. Protecting the xylophone.
Yes.
Very important.
Absolutely. So maybe time for one more play here in the third quarter before we go get another beer.
And at the helm is
Brian Donnelly.
Brian Donnelly, third quarterback of the game. I think this is a rehearsal for backup quarterbacks here at this point. Smart move by Ken Netherland and Charlie White.
Pitch to, is that Hallman? Yes, that's Craig Hallman.
We are playing the second team, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. Buzz Walthall out there at swing back.
Right, 57. Yeah.
The sophomores there on the sideline. The hair is finally growing back, Coach. 2nd and 3, ball on the 27.
Walthall holding the seniority here. Donnelly back. Oh, pulling a pulling an Arthur.
Pulling an Arthur.
Pulling an Arthur.
That one. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is the end of the third quarter. We'll be back shortly.
Hey, want a Bud Light?
Yeah.
Whoa. Rubber floors. Just had them installed. Now we'll never break a Bud Light. Oh, nice. Remote.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
Hi.
Too much bounce.
All right, start of the fourth quarter, Coach.
All right,
what do you
commanding
think?
lead. Well, it looks like this is an opportunity for Germantown to give some younger players a chance on the show here.
Yeah.
And I think that's smart. We still have a lot of season left, and we have next year, and I think this is all about legacy and forward thinking.
Yep, so first down, Germantown, right up the middle on the left-hand side.
We have Brian Donnelly behind the quarterback, third quarterback of the game. Buzz Walthall still holding the seniors. And Donnelly with a perfect pass to Walthall. And Walthall, commanding run.
That might be the best-looking pass of the day right there. I tell you, we got to give credit
rivals
where
anything we
due.
saw from Neighbors or West.
Yep. Good-looking pass on that play. Let's see if
I think Germantown coaching staff is feeling pretty confident about next year.
Absolutely. All right, so here's the replay. He's going to reverse out, fake the ball to the fullback.
Great block here.
Good protection, yeah. Walthall's going to run a little 5 and out, and then actually the ball was thrown behind him, but it was a pretty looking pass. It just wasn't thrown in the right place. But he caught it. The play action is what made that go.
Yep. Well, German coaches good quarterbacks.
Oh, yeah. Timeout, Munford. That'll leave them with
a little
2
bit
and a half.
desperate.
Yeah, could be.
Those red windbreakers were ubiquitous on the sidelines.
Ubiquitous. that is your actual name of the day or word of the day, folks.
I think I had to define that for Greg McFerrin once.
Yes, you were known for the
word of the day.
Word of the day.
Yeah.
So give us the word of the day today, Professor.
Yeah. Pragmatic was the one he loved.
Pragmatic. So that was important to him, huh? That's like a standard everyday terminology.
He'd never heard it before.
Oh, wow.
I think that says more about Greg McFerrin than it does about Greg.
Yeah, that sort of sums it up, folks.
That shows the limits of what he has read in his life, that he's never encountered that word. All right.
Pragmatic. Wow.
All right, Donnelly with the pitch, and I'm not sure who 29 is.
That is Craig Hallman.
Wow. With a good run.
Hallman's got a lot of talent. I tell you what, there's some speed on this sophomores. Yeah, these sophomores have some real speed in Tony Hastings and Craig Hallman. This is counter gap. Watch, Germantown's actually going to pull the backside pull the both guards. This is going to get a lot of movement, and you can do this because with Hallman, he's really fast. So watch your guards pulling there. They're going to go out and seal the end, and if that strong safety wouldn't have come up, he did interrupt the play.
He could have broken out.
Yeah, but he still got 5 yards. I mean, so just a real productive play. It's a good-looking play. It was drawn up by Tommy Harrison about midway through the season.
Great memory.
Yeah. Well,
and so these are second-string guards still doing the pull.
It affected me, so that's why I remember.
That's why you remember it.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Second down.
Walthall on the move, as usual. There it is with the pitch. And there's
Hallman.
There's Hallman. Look at that. He looks like Chris Coppage there.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. He is fast. That kid's got speed. So does Hastings. I'm telling you, there's a lot of speed on that in that class.
Well, these Germantown runners run low to the ground.
Yeah.
Let's see this again. This is beautiful.
There's the
play.
fake. Yep. Running the
and
option
there's the pitch.
Straight down.
Boom.
You know, and you give Donnelly credit there because the defensive end had collapsed, so he could have taken the ball.
He could have taken it.
But he pitched it, because he knows that this guy's got more speed than he does, and he had a lot more room.
Yeah,
so he didn't rob it.
He didn't rob it. Rob Arthur. We'll avoid talking about the other thing about Rob Arthur.
Yes, we
here.
will.
Yeah.
1st and 10, ball at 15. He's going to reverse
up the middle.
Hand the ball up the middle.
Yeah. And we're all right.
5 yards.
I think Germantown's on poised to get another touchdown. What do you think, Watts?
Just spell poised for me. Can you
Poise.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
All right, you still got it after all these years. That would have impressed McFerrin.
It's a big word one uses in letters of recommendation.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, Donnelly again with the pitch. Same play on the other side. Oh, look at him.
That's the thing I love about
down.
Rocky Graves more than anything else. The thing about Coach Graves is if it works, he's going to do it again.
Yeah.
And he might do it the next play. I mean, you got to love that about the guy. The guy knows football. He really does.
Germantown with a 15-yarder. Rare. I think that might have been our only penalty so far.
Yeah, that might be. They might have been one other illegal procedure call earlier. That might be the only other one. 2nd and 15, ball in the 20.
Yeah, the stands are starting to empty.
Yep. There's a big concert
But it is great
tonight.
watching Donnelly here.
Yeah,
This is a good preview. And with the touchdown pass. Oh, nearly so. Little possible pass interference, but let it go.
Yeah, the thing about Donnelly is there was a little apprehension on some of the seniors having a sophomore in at free safety. But I think Mike O'Neill said it to me the best one time. He said, this guy lets nobody ever get behind him. That's key. Oh, here we go. Look at this. The Redskins replay coming up this Monday night as usual.
It was awesome. It was awesome exactly the way the word was meant to be used. And it was 100% pure exhilaration.
Joe Gibbs, the Hogs, and MVP John Riggins have beaten the Miami Dolphins 27-17.
The reigning Super Bowl champions. We have a replay every Monday night on Germantown TV. Yeah.
All right.
Just got to love it. 3rd and 15, ball on the 20. There's the
15
pitch.
yards out, but not a problem here.
Wow. Touchdown, Germantown.
Flawless.
Yep.
Again, a beautiful run. Look at this. I mean, where is Munford? I mean, they were just the field was wide open. That was he could have walked that in.
It's just tough. At this point, you're just, your attitude is just terrible. I mean, you're down 37.
I think the sweat on the seniors' heads is already dried. You know,
there's not much left to do except find your girl for the evening. Right?
And with the miss.
How about that?
Look at that.
37-7 in the fourth quarter, 9:13
I think
left.
that's an opening for Munford.
Absolutely. There's a chance.
They only need 3 touchdowns, and they might be in,
So you're saying there's a chance?
I think there's still a chance. There's always a chance.
Yes,
we never give up. If you're a coach, you never say we've won until we've won.
Everybody's going to get to play tonight. Starters have all got the long jackets on.
The Copenhagen is in.
Germantown's got to be the only team in high school football that has overcoats on the sidelines.
There was some indulgent dads who made sure we had all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think Marshall Boswell's dad used to provide us with.
I think he was the
watermelon.
Wasn't he the president of the Touchdown Club?
He might have been. He also was the director of retail merchandising for the Kroger company.
There we go.
Yeah. So. Blessings flowed from that. Oh, goodness. He could have broke free. Look how frustrated he is.
Yep.
Could have been a shining moment.
But no
dice.
Yes.
All right, so here comes the second string defense, which we haven't quite seen. Let's see how these young men do.
Yep, absolutely. Germantown bands.
So no Gator. Looks like Gator might be still on there.
Yeah, Gator's getting some play.
Gator's still in there.
George Cantu in at linebacker. How about that?
Look at that. Preparing for next year.
I haven't seen that all year long.
All sorts of new numbers. 41. We don't know who this is.
Here's the Germantown defense, the 5-2 that they're going to be running. A lot of new faces. Okay, Munford's going to come to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 2. Ball on the 34-yard line. An I formation. He's going to reverse out. Hand the ball right up the middle for nice gain, Coach.
A little bit of movement, probably 6 yards from Munford.
Yeah, 5 or 6 yards right up the middle. That's what Munford's looking for. You see Gator Thomas there. He still doesn't want to go out. He's still communicating with the coaches. All right, next week it looks like we're going to have Germantown 9-1 versus Lexington 9-1. So 2 9-1 teams. Big game, Coach. This ought to be an opportunity for a real good battle here in Germantown, Tennessee. Munford comes to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10, ball on the 38-yard line, I formation. Germantown bunched up tight. They're going to hand the ball up the middle. It's going to get about another 4 or 5 yards. Coach, they need to tighten up here. They're kind of challenging this team. We need to find out about them and find out if they're going to be relentless as well.
All right, let's see how relentless they are, folks.
Yeah, let's find out what this bunch is made of. And I think that's what you do in a game like this there towards the end. All right, 2nd and 5, ball on the 43-yard line. Munford comes to the line of scrimmage, dead-eye formation. And we've got a penalty there. Illegal procedure on Munford. That'll back them up 5 yards. So let's talk a little bit about the commitment of this team. That's what it comes down to.
Rumor has it that this Germantown Red Devil team took a vow of no alcoholic beverages not long after this, which I think that Marshall Boswell was the only one who actually held up that bargain.
Yeah, that's a good commitment. That's a good start there. That's what we're looking for from high school athletes, right? Munford coming to the line of scrimmage.
Dead-eye formation once again. Quarterback under center. He's going to hand off right up the middle. He's going to get, a nice run there. He's going to get a first down on that carry. So Germantown in the playoffs last 4 years. In 1980, they were state runner-up. Lost to Oak Ridge in the finals that year. 1981, they lost in the first round. Last year, lost in the second round. And, of course, we'll have to see what happens to this 1983 team. So there it is, Coach. That's what the winner takes home, a nice big gold football. That's what every one of these 16 teams are striving for. And a nice, good-looking ring to wear on the ring. And then, of course, an old, nasty-looking trucker hat, which has to be the biggest prize of the all. Okay, 1st and 10, ball on the 49. Going to hand the ball right up the middle, and we've got play goes dead. Looks like we've got movement once again. That's going to back Munford up 5 yards. Coach, at 37-6, what do you call this type of game?
So now this is a route, I would guess. That would be the word.
That'd be a good word.
Yes.
All right, so you got that spelled. That's good for McFerrin. Yeah, I think route's a good choice of words. No question about it. That's kind of where we are. And you need this kind of game every once in a while if you're Germantown. Keeps your confidence high.
So it's just the game in front of you.
When
So
I'm walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out. When I'm walking, I strut my stuff, and I'm so strung out. I'm high as a kite, I just might stop to check you out.
Don't forget about the big dance after the game tonight. If Paul West has any hair left, they'll probably be playing tonight at the in the high school gym. Coach, you think we could come up with a better name than the Paul West Band?
I think that's the name of the band, Pragmatics. We're the Pragmatics, I think.
The Pragmatics. That's a good name. I like it. Let's go with that.
Yes, I like that. No doubt about it. Maybe out there playing ball. Okay, Munford comes to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, ball on the 22-yard line. Dead-eye formation. Quarterback takes the snap, reverses out, hands out. He moves on the right-hand side. Looks like there's a fumble. The ball's on the ground. And recovered by Germantown. I tell you what, Coach, that's got to really boost these sophomores.
All right, so I think we're getting a preview of the 1984 Red Devil football team here.
Absolutely.
All right, with the game in hand, what we're going to do now, we're going to recap the Germantown football season, the run to the playoffs. Germantown, as you can see here, starts off with Booker T. Washington. This is a game Germantown plays just about every year at Germantown Stadium. Booker T comes out for the game. It was a typical Germantown game, lined up, ran the football, got control of the game early, never relinquished the lead. A lot of scoring. Germantown scored 44 points. Just wore Booker T. Washington out 44-0. The next game was against West Memphis, Arkansas. You see there Howard Moss breaking off a big run early. This game actually went back and forth for a while. You got to give West Memphis a lot of credit. They struggled on defense, so they did give up a lot of points, but their offense was really in high gear most of the game. They were able to score 21 points against that Germantown defense. You see Mark Bowen there with an interception for a touchdown. But Germantown got control of the game, gave up a late touchdown in the third quarter. West Memphis did not want to go away, but Germantown showing their passing game, which no one had seen in about 3 years in the game, and so Germantown was able to open up their offense, and their defense played better once he got his feet back under him. So Germantown won 41-21. Next game was at Warren County. They went to McMinnville, Tennessee. Big matchup there, very physical game. McMinnville, a real strong program, came in ranked in the top 5. Germantown was able to score on their opening drive, and then their defense really rose to the occasion. Germantown did not give up a point the entire game. Their defense really was strong. They came out in the second half. Germantown scored on the opening drive of the second half, and then basically at that point we're able to sort of salt it away. You see Neighbors there with a big run in the second half to set Germantown up for a touchdown. So Germantown won that game 14-0 in Midville, Tennessee. So the game after that was against MUS. So MUS Germantown, there's a rivalry, crosstown rivalry you might say. Tight game as they all were. Germantown won last year on a late interception in the game, and Germantown was able to score at the end of the first half on a Hail Mary to go up by 10-0 at that point. Germantown played good defense once again, won the game 16-6. So the next game up for Germantown was against Pine Bluff, Arkansas, with the legendary Eric Mitchell. We've heard a lot about Eric Mitchell, and it's all true. You can see Eric Mitchell here taking a snap out in open field. If he gets in open field and he's got space, he's almost impossible to bring down. So Pine Bluff came back and answered. This game was tight the entire way. Germantown playing good defense, just gave up some really big plays to Eric Mitchell. I think it's the most points Germantown gave up all year long by giving up 21 points. One of those games where it really could have gone either way. Germantown missed a field goal opportunity, which could have changed the outcome of the game. But at this, in all reality, it came down to just an individual effort by Eric Mitchell. And give Pine Bluff credit; they've got a lot of talent on that team, on the rest of the team as well. They've got a long, strong history in the playoffs over in Arkansas. But Germantown was able to score, tie the ball game up, then decided to go for two. We got Germantown ahead 15-14 late in the game, late in the fourth quarter with about 6.5 minutes left. Pine Bluff ran a back-to-quarterback pass, as you can see here with Eric Mitchell. Just a fantastic, play. I mean, just a heck of a catch. He fumbled the ball but was able to recover. And then once again, the Magic Man goes to work. He just individual effort to find a way to get into the end zone. And Germantown was unable to score on their last drive. Next game here against Bartlett, Tennessee. Bartlett opened up strong. This is an old rivalry, goes way back. They took, on their opening drive, got the ball all the way on a long run, all the way down the 3-yard line. Bartlett came to play. Bartlett goes up early, 7-0, and got the extra point, 2-point conversion to go up 8-0. Just really came out strong, played good defense. Germantown was able to answer. Finally, things got going in the second half. Didn't give up any points in the second half. Tied it up 15-15 to get into overtime. And then Germantown was able to win the game in overtime. So a pivotal game there, because the winner of that game end up winning the district. So Germantown won 21-15. Next matchup was in Millington, Tennessee. Millington stacked the line of scrimmage most of the game, so Germantown does something that you didn't see years ago. They just threw the ball. They had 4 touchdowns. Neighbors had 4 touchdown throws. Really strong effort. It just goes to show you the flexibility of the Germantown offense. You can see here a lot of them were deep outs, deep posts. Just a great individual effort by Bon Tubbs as well. But Germantown just came out and threw the football because, once again, Millington stacked the line of scrimmage, and just that was what was available. So they win that game. They go on next week to come back to Germantown, Tennessee after 2 road games. And you see Chris Coppage there breaking a big one off on the second play from scrimmage against Christian Brothers. And at that point, it was just all off to the races for Germantown. They really never looked back in that game. Just really a domination by Germantown on offense and defense. Every time they got the ball, they scored. I'm not sure they punted the entire game. It was just one of those games where just complete domination, the final 44-7. And then last week's game against Briarcrest, Gerald Lowe takes the opening kickoff, runs all the way down to the 42-yard line, and then Chris Coppage, a la Christian Brothers, takes the pitch on 54 pitch and just breaks it off again right up the middle as he did the week before. And Germantown goes on to beat Briarcrest by a score of 34-13. So 4th and 10, Munford comes to the line of scrimmage. He's going to drop back to pass, looking downfield, and he's going to be sacked, and that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. That's the final play. Final is Germantown 37, Munford 7. And we appreciate you being with us here from Red Devil Field. Have a good night.